Fire Emblem Gaiden.
This has been quite some time coming. I'm not sure if this will be the last part or the penultimate part, but I know this is the last recording session, which is a big deal to me. I've been playing this game since September of last year. That's longer than any other Let's Play on my channel has lasted. Now granted, the first Fire Emblem did last more parts, but that was also before I heavily edited each part, and there also weren't any breaks in between that series. So yeah, like I said, long time coming. Anyway, like the person suggested in the last part, we have to head into here. Actually, real quick, I'm gonna go into items and... is it take? Yeah, okay. We have some items here, which I haven't even been doing much inventory management, but we can give these to some of our units, like Matilda and Zeke here can use some of our special lances. I don't know why I hadn't done this sooner. And with that, we cannot go back now. I don't know why the music resets, but this is as far as we can go in the game now. Actually, we can reset to our last save and go back, but as we continue on, as you will notice, it appears that some of Celica's army is taking damage. So for example, here we have Katria taking 4 damage. I definitely don't like that. So we need to hurry on, otherwise they'll start... well, I don't know if they can die. But, yeah, they're going to be taking damage regardless. May with the 1 damage, that's tolerable compared to 4 on Katria. Also, like one of the characters in the last part suggested, we need to get the falchion, which for those who didn't watch my Let's Play in the first game, this is a sword that was in the first game. It's the same one that Marth used, and we're going to need to use it now to defeat the evil god Duma, which is in that chest up there. I like this detail over here, how you can see Celica's army fighting in the battle, but we can't quite get through.
Oh, help me, Alm. We've made it here only to die. Hurry, come here.
Well, we can't exactly take this path, Celica, so we'll be right there. Over here we have a staircase, which I wouldn't recommend going down. You see, over here we have these holes to fall down. One of these leads to the falchion, one of them leads to Celica, and 2 of them are just trapdoors that send you back to that staircase over there, just wasting time so that Celica's army takes more damage. First things first, though, we gotta go after the falchion, so we want to take this path down here. And this results in a battle. Now, this battle isn't too difficult from what I remember. There are tiles removing with each turn, so the lava is closing in on us. I don't know if it's lava, it's something. The enemy shouldn't be too difficult, though. Mycen is in our ranks now, and he looks exactly like Matilda and Zeke do, so... And yeah, this 9 experience points, not a lot. You don't exactly get a lot of levels in this last portion of the game, so if you do want to do any grinding, do it before you enter the cave. I mentioned that I'm not quite sure if this will be the last part or if there's another part after this, because it is a bit of an ordeal to get to the falchion itself, several battles along the way, and there is a big final battle after that, of course, so it'll take a bit for this to be just 1 part, so maybe it'll be 2, I'm not sure. Getting through all these armor units is just kind of tiresome and simple. You know, we do a bit more damage than they do, so we're gonna come out on top, but it does take a little while. And, you know, I honestly wonder if Luthier would have ever learned that game-breaking spell that Dalthea has, or if he would have just become a really powerful wizard. That would have been really nice to have right now. I mean, at the same time, I suppose Celica's army is meant to be the more magical-focused kind of attacking one. I mean, you start out with Bowie, May, Jenny, and Celica, all people who can use magic from the get-go. But I think since that was the case, they should have handled it a bit better, like had less mages on Alm's, or, well, I say mages, but that's the name of the armor units, had less of these enemies on Alm's side. Here we have this entrance here. Only Rigel royalty are allowed. As we learned last episode, Alm is indeed Rigel royalty, and only he may enter. It really does mean that. Because here we have a battle where we're only using Alm, and now we're facing a bunch of skeletons, and this is the kind of ordeal we have to go through to get to the falchion sword. Now luckily we have this healing platform here, which not only increases our evasion, but also allows us to heal in between turns should we take damage, which we don't take a lot of damage from these guys in the first place. But also we have walls surrounding us that allow it so that only 1 skeleton can attack us at a time. Now granted, those walls will eventually go away, and I think the healing platform also moves, but that's still not for a little bit. So for now we'll just, we'll hold off here. It appears as though we've gotten to a point where, at least in terms of dealing with regular enemies, the bow is just statistically better than the Thunder Sword, which isn't too surprising considering we've had the Thunder Sword for so long, like since close to the beginning of the game. But it's okay, because now we're going to be getting the Falchion, and it's going to go to Alm. You can, I think, give it to other people, but I don't even know if they can use it. Yep, there goes the walls. And I believe the healing platform is no longer where we're standing, but where the skeleton directly below us is standing, so... It gets a bit more challenging, but these guys still don't do a lot of damage to us, and we definitely do a lot of damage to them. It's unfortunate Alm is getting no experience for fighting all of these enemies, because this is quite a lot of enemies, and I don't know exactly how much experience they're worth. Who knows, they could be worth a lot. But we've been at level 20 for quite a while now. I suppose that's his weakness, even though he does have great stats. Like, it's kind of amazing that for someone who's never increased his class, he has that much health and does as much attack damage as he does. Not to mention he can use both bows and a sword, and we've been using that Thunder Sword, which has been really useful. So Alm's been a great character, but I feel like if he could increase his class, he would be even better.
3:28 a.m.
Alright, we dealt with all the skeletons, but that's not the end of it yet. Luckily, our health recovers in between battles, but we still have a couple more to go. This time we're dealing with these bat demon things. You know, you think you get progressively harder with each battle, but now we're doing even more damage to these guys. Plus, they do way less damage to us. I'm pretty sure they only do 1. Let's go ahead and see. Oh, and one other thing you may have noticed... Yeah, they only do 1 damage. One other thing you may have noticed just a second ago is that the healing platforms in this stage move around, but that doesn't affect too much in the battle. Really, it just means you can't really reliably go towards healing platforms, but that doesn't matter too much when they're missing, or they only do 1 damage total, and we're getting crits on them. Like, it's pretty easy, especially if Alm is level 20 by this point. Nice crit Alm, ending off that little battle there. And we have 1 more to go. Ooh, 2 damage on Albar. Okay, we have 1 more to go, and this time we're facing off against some dragons. Now the dragons are going to come towards us here. Now this is a feature I wish was available in earlier Fire Emblem games, being able to equip a weapon before you end your turn, but that's in later games. I won't nitpick what didn't exist yet. And here's something that's unique to this battle. It doesn't change terrain at all, but Jeddah here, the same mage who trapped Celica and that whole thing with the dragons in us, and is essentially responsible for the death of characters like Luthier. He is currently trapping us, meaning we aren't able to move on this turn. We just have to instantly end the turn. So the dragons are getting quite the upper hand on us. And this is what I was talking about when I said I wish I could equip a weapon before ending my turn, because in this instance, I couldn't attack them on my own turn. I couldn't attack them the first turn because I couldn't reach them. So I would be doing so much more damage now if I was only using the bow. Okay, Jeddah didn't trap me that turn. Let's go ahead. Let's use the bow and attack him. And this way we're also doing even more damage because we're attacking on our own turn, instead of just waiting to do damage back. So that's one of the dragons dealt with already. This is what I mean by the bow is really the way to go on these guys. Alright, we dealt with all that. Celica taking 1 damage. Let's hurry up and move up. Damage to Clive and to Kamui. Yeah, they can do 2 characters at once. And the damage, I think, is somewhere from 1 to 5. Anyway, in the chest here, we have the Falchion, which, as you will see, just automatically goes... Never mind, it didn't automatically go to Alm. There, Alm has it now. Currently, Myson is now equipped with a Thunder Sword, which he cannot use, so I'm just gonna put that safely in the inventory. We actually have to fall down one of these trap holes now. This sends us down. We gotta go up the staircase and everything now. Just a waste of time so that characters take damage, but it's okay. I don't think anybody can die during this time, and don't worry about the battles. They don't take damage during the battles. However long you take there doesn't matter. In fact, however long you take on most of the screens doesn't matter either. I don't think it's just when you transition from one screen to another. And when you have to go up this many stairs to get back out of the trap, that's an issue. Anyway, the hole we need to go in is the top left one here, as you can see. Over here we have another battle. Alm is now equipped with the Falchion, which is very nice. He doesn't quite have the magical attack that the Thunder Sword had before, but that's okay, because the Falchion is very strong. Oh, you know what? Maybe I can give the Thunder Sword to Delthea. The only thing is, then she wouldn't be recovering health each turn like she is now. Which means some would say that's a good thing, so that way she can get closer to using her actual black magic spells, but once she's using the Thunder Sword, what's even the point in a simple fire spell at that point? I mean, plus Delthea is already frail enough as is. Like, she needs to be recovering that health each turn because she's the only one who can heal anybody here. So the fact that she can heal herself is important. So I don't know, I think I need to keep that prayer ring on her. I highly doubt it's picking up on Mike, but Jaina is snoring very loudly now. It's kind of adorable. Hold on. Let's go ahead and end the turn. What is happening? What the? I never knew about that. I've played this before. In both this game and in the remake, I don't remember this kind of deal at all. He just destroyed a lot of the land. That's not good. I'm guessing that's what that weird-looking platform he stepped on was all about. I assume most of the units can. Okay. The important thing is that they can move at all. They're not just trapped. No. It's like, unfortunately, mice in here can't quite make it out of the swamp terrain. That's okay. He will next turn. And maybe there's some way we can undo that, whatever he did to the level. Oh, leveled up for Zeke. That's always nice. Essentially, what that did is just cause a lot of damage for units like Mycen and Matilda, which is unfortunate. Holmes not even gonna make it out of there this turn. Okay, yeah, only 2 damage, and I'm pretty sure Claire one-shots the dragon? Yup. Oh, look at those stats. Absolutely incredible. That's also why I'm hesitant to Claire the Thunder Sword, because I don't know if that negates that kind of effect she has on undead enemies. Do you hit one more time, Cliff? You do. Can you land it, though? There you go, Cliff. So now the dragon up top is dealt with. All that's left is this armor unit. The same one who actually activated that platform in the first place. We haven't been able to use it yet, but let's see how the falchion does against this guy here. Look at that unique sprite and unique animation and everything. It does remind me of the first game, very reminiscent of how Marth used to use it. Nice. Yeah, so with that, we're done with that battle. Convoy taking 2 damage, that's no good. Now over here, we got another set of holes to fall through. You gotta go through the top one, and then this over here leads to an item after a battle. I don't remember if the item's any worth it. In fact, I think I remember specifically it's not worth it because the battle has eyes locked behind a wall. And the eyes can just keep multiplying, and the wall takes so long to remove that you just end up with a huge amount of these eyes. They all outspeed. I don't want to deal with that for whatever item is over there. Watch it be like some crazy weapon, like it's the Fire Emblem itself. I don't know, but the correct way to go is through here. Specifically that tile on the bottom right-ish corner. And more damage on Clive, we gotta hurry. More damage on Sonya and Leon. That's not good. But we're here, okay. You know, I hate to leave you guys on a cliffhanger, but I think I'm gonna save this finale for next part, seeing as how there is a lot to this last battle, as well as there's a lot of stuff I'd like to talk about after beating the game. So I'll see you guys then.